Thanks for staying with us. I'm Laura Ingram, in for Bill O'Reilly. And in the second Unresolved Problem segment tonight, in the weeks leading up to Election Day, some company executives warned of layoffs if President Obama won a second term. And here you have it. On the day after the election, coal producer Murray Energy laid off nearly 160 workers, citing the president's energy policies as the cause. So what can we expect in the days and weeks ahead? Joining me now, Dorsey, the Director of External and Government Affairs at the Economic Policy Institute. Okay, Christian, I have like 2 pages of companies that have announced layoffs in the last 3 days. Everyone from Boeing to Caterpillar, Lockheed Martin, Boston Scientific, and these are thousands of jobs. You add them all up. What's going on here? A lot of them are citing Obamacare because of the rising costs of implementing that. What do you say?
Nothing related to the election of the president should be a reason why anybody's going through layoffs. It's not like it was a surprise that the president could have won re-election on Tuesday. That should have been something that people maybe put a part of their forecast for a long time. And anybody who needs to lay off workers right now, they had systemic problems long before Tuesday.
So the businesses aren't making legitimate business decisions? Well, Exide Technologies, Providence Journal, U.S. Cellular, Bristol Myers.
They might be legitimate business decisions, but it's not because of the results of the election. I mean, come on.
Some of them are actually saying it's the results of the election.
They may be saying it to absolve them of their own issues with how the business has or has not grown, but really, come
Christian,
on.
So you think that employers generally enjoy laying off people? Because I actually know a lot of people who run medium-sized businesses. They're never happier when they're in a hiring mode, because that means the business is expanding. It's growing their capital investments, and they have extra money on the table.
Absolutely.
But they do have to plan, do they not, for the implementation of this new monstrosity. This is a big, big burden to businesses. It's not a political issue. It's a number, the Obamacare. It is a big number for businesses to swallow at a time where margins are quite narrow for companies. And a lot of these people, these aren't political decisions. I mean, these guys are, a lot of these people, I assume, voted for President Obama. A lot of them probably supported him initially, but the business is the business. This could be devastating for this economy.
Well, but let's take Boeing, for example. Boeing is not laying off anyone because of health care. Boeing already provides health care to their employees at a level that makes the Affordable Care Act not really applicable to them. So that's not the reason. So what else is going on?
Well, I think the other taxes that are also going to kick in, because there's very little faith that this fiscal cliff deal will actually be solved in a way that brings long-term reform. And again, I'm not saying I know people, but a lot of folks in business that I know, again, many of whom supported Barack Obama, said, look, Romney knows business. We know that the burden on us is going to get less if he's elected. That money is going to go into the market. We've had a sell-off in the market over 3 days. It's been difficult times. I just want to get this on the record. You don't think any of this is the result of their decisions because of Obama's tax policies?
Well, let's look at it this way. The market sell-off, for example. If you're telling me that, again, for the better part of the last year and a half, polls all said that it was likely that President Obama would win election, or at worst, it was extremely close. If the market wasn't prepared for Barack Obama to have been reelected on Wednesday morning, then I don't have a lot of faith that actors in the market are very rational.
So you think it's just a coincidence that all these companies are laying off the week after the election? I mean, this is pages and pages of companies.
Whether it's coincidence or not doesn't mean it's good, sound business practice. If you were hoping against hope that Mitt Romney won,
they have to make calculations. I mean, they don't want to lay off people if indeed they're going to be able to keep the people because of the cost structure, right? I mean, why would they want to preemptively lay off people? They want to wait until it's absolutely certain that these extra costs and extra taxes are going to have to generally kick in.
Then they're certainly doing it prematurely because nothing has kicked in yet. So I don't know why they're making that decision now.
Some of them actually have to kick in because of the investment taxes in Obamacare.
The fiscal cliff, but that was something that even if Mitt Romney got elected would be a real possibility because President Obama and the Republican Congress would be adjudicating the fiscal cliff.
I think Romney would have been able to work with the Republicans in Congress better than Obama.
But Romney still wouldn't have been in until January 20th.
Right, but Obamacare would have been rolled back. So, Christian, it's great to see you. Always a great conversation.
Laura. Take care.
We're both wearing purple, by the way. Purple tie, purple dress. A quick reminder, Bill currently has 2 books on